So this is the first batch of boards that have come off the log, and they are looking very good, especially these ones underneath. What we've sawn here is pieces that are about 2.5, 2¼ inches thick, fairly regular, which at this length and with this lacewood effect in particular will make really fantastic tabletops. In particular, you could make just an amazing sort of refectory table or big farmhouse type table. In terms of the quality of the wood that we're getting out, most of it is very good. As you get a bit closer towards the outside, towards the bark as it were, you're beginning to stumble across some bits of rot. This looks like a rotten limb, like a thick branch that's come off, and that's soft and spongy and fibrous. And there'll be various bits of that throughout the log, but you know, as a cabinet maker you will just work around that and you'll saw them to usable lengths and you'll make do. Yeah, the longer boards you'll cut from an untouched perfect length. Those other ones with bits of rot in them, bits of discoloration like this, we can work around and use them for different things. Legs, panels, whatever. So I'm not worried about that, it's come off really well so far. So what we've done now is stacked the first few boards that have come off. We've stacked them into the van, brought them over to the storage yard. What you have to do now, without too much delay, is start stacking these. So what we're going to start with is some bearers, which is some 3" by 2" treated tannalized timber, which is going to go underneath. And on top of those bearers we'll put these stickers, and there'll be one sticker for every layer, like this. These are stickers, I cut these from basically 1" pine, which is completely ideal. It's kiln dried, it's not going to rot or anything. This is valuable timber, but it's also timber that's likely to distort as it dries. So for timber like that, for plane or for oak, you want fairly thin stickers like this. The reason for that, if you keep the stickers thin, you have only a small channel of air or space between the boards. If you do that, it means they're going to dry more slowly, which is great. For valuable timber that's likely to distort, you want it drying slowly. This, at 2.5 inches thick, well, for any timber you would normally estimate 1 year's drying time per inch thickness. So we're talking here potentially about 2.5 years before this is what you call air dried. And even then it might need some more drying in a kiln after that, just to get it down to a good stable level of about sort of between 10 and 15% moisture. We'll make sure that all of the timber going onto each layer is exactly the same thickness. That's quite important, so that you spread the weight evenly, and so that every board is sitting on a piece of sticker, a piece of softwood like that. We're actually stacking them in a very unusual place. I don't know if this is ever done before, but we're using the space on top of some shipping containers which are used in a storage yard at the moment. So they're going to be quite high up in the air, which is good because we'll have maximum amount of wind circulating around it, and the wind is very good at drying the timber. And a bit of sunlight, and because it's underneath an arch, it'll be dry off the rain. So potentially it's very good air drying conditions, but we'll see how it goes. We've actually got to get it on top of the containers first with a forklift truck.